Meh.
In the name of His Most Royal Majesty, by the grace of God.
Wait, Evil Empire.
Of France.
Didn't they make Dead Cells? Dude, a new. What is? Oh. Oh, that's so cool. What? Oh, that's rad. Dude. Oh. Whoa.
So now, we appeal to you, Trevor Belmont, last of House.
What? But who is that? Oh my god, the old logo! Ah! What?
ご覧いただきありがとうございます。キャストルバニアベルモンドカースプロデューサーの谷口勉です。今回見ていただいた映像はキャストルバニアシリーズ40周年記念第1弾となるキャストルバニアベルモンドカースのアナウンス映像です。
The first title?
多くの方にキャストルバニアに触れていただきたいという思いでシリーズの過去作を最新ハードでプレイしていただけるようにいくつかのコレクションタイトルを配信してきました。また多くの素晴らしいパートナーとコラボレーションにも取り組んでまいりました。そしてやっと
This looks awesome.
ゲームについて皆様に報告できるところまで来ました。そのことがすごく嬉しいです。今回のタイトルではイビルエンパイアモーションツインという才能と情熱にあふれるシリーズへの愛を持ったスタジオとともにプロジェクトに取り組んでいます。これまでのシリーズらしさを大切にしながらも新しいアイディアと現代的なゲームプレイを取り入れることでキャラクターのアクションはよりダイナミックで爽快に仕上がっています。シリーズファンの方はもちろんぜひ遊んでくださいと思っておりますが、まだキャッスルバニアに触れたことがないという方にもぜひ楽しんでほしいです。発売は2026年を予定しておりますので。
It's coming out this year? Yes! Oh, yes! Oh my god! Castlevania is back! I cannot believe I cannot believe this. Like, we have been waiting so long for a new Castlevania game. So long. And it's finally here. Castlevania Belmont'S Curse. A brand new title. Coming out this year in celebration of the 40th anniversary of the franchise. That's what I'm talking about. I knew something would happen. I knew it. I knew they weren't gonna just let it not just die. I knew that they weren't going to just make the franchise just starve to death. I knew that this was gonna be the year. And I knew that something was gonna happen. But I didn't know that it was gonna be a brand new entry, a brand new 2D entry in the series. The first brand new 2D entry, not counting Haunted Castle Revisited or any of those other spin-offs or whatever. We're talking brand new entry that continues the legacy of the franchise with a brand new story. Not fill in the blank stuff like Grimoire of Souls. No, this is a brand new entry in the Castlevania series, and it's coming this year. Konami announced it, the state of play. I am just blown away. I can't believe that this is really happening, and yet it is. And I've been just dreaming of this day for a new entry in the series. And there's just so much to talk about right now. But the most important thing that we need to talk about is that it's not just one game. It is a smorgasbord of games. Apparently, this is a giant revival for the Castlevania franchise. And I mean, the possibilities are near endless now. let's first talk about this game, this brand new game, this Belmont'S Curse, which kind of, you know, is like a mix of, you know, like Dracula's Curse, Belmont's Curse, you know, clearly a sequel to the original Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. I mean, they've put out the announcement about it. They've said exactly what it is. That's what it is. And here's the thing, and this is what people need to understand, is that this is finally going to fill in the blanks, generationally gap-wise, for who the next Belmonts were in between Trevor and Christopher. This is brand new information. Brand new. Now, from what I gather, based on this trailer, it seems to be a female protagonist. And a lot of people have been saying online, is this Sonia? Well, no, because Sonia would have been like elderly at this point. If we are going to factor in Sonia as part of this timeline, which would be amazing if they brought Sonia back and put her into canon. Hashtag justice for Sonia. By the way, if you haven't seen it yet, on my store, I put up brand new merch for Justice for Sonia. Yeah. So I worked with my artist Dexter, and he basically any sale that is purchased for this hashtag Justice for Sonia, you can get a mug, you can get a shirt, whatever you want. It goes towards not only myself but also the artist. But anyways, enough about that. Sonia Belmont. Is it her? Is it a daughter of Trevor and Sypha, who is also named Sonia in, you know, respect to her grandmother? Who knows? I will say this though, she looks a lot like Sonia, and I wonder if that design was intentional. I wonder if this is the Dead Cells developer trying to kind of shoehorn in Sonia back into canon. Who knows? And for some of you, who cares? But most importantly, this looks to be a modernized version of Castlevania. It's going to have some really unique, different things about it. First off, I love that they are including the whip swinging. I really feel like Castlevania didn't have enough whip swinging in it, and now that is back. It's nice to see a return to that. Really, Super Castlevania 4 was like the big one that really featured that, and I loved it. It was one of my favorite parts of Super Castlevania 4. So here we are getting it again. You know, movement in this looks so fluid, looks so fun, and you know, the combat looks exciting, looks engaging, and the bosses look great. The graphics, I'm still torn on. You know, they have that kind of like modern look to it that I am not a big fan of as far as like the overall art design. But, you know, again, we have not seen that much of this. So I need to see more. My biggest concern is music. I was not really that impressed with the music. I know that they were trying to come up with something bombastic and something booming and something exciting, but it just doesn't have the Baroque era infused rock and techno kind of electronic music, you know, and even like acid jazz. You know, that's the thing about Castlevania music, is it takes from all different genres and kind of injects it in with this like very Japanese Baroque B-movie flavor, you know, for everything that the series does. So I really hope that we don't get another repetition of Lords of Shadows soundtrack, where you get this like orchestral, just this movie garbage that like is just, it's just so hollow and bland. You know, I really hope, especially knowing that the Dead Cells developers work so hard on a lot of the remixed music for the Return to Castlevania DLC, I'm hoping that a lot of that vibe musically comes back in to this game. So if you guys are listening to me, I really hope that, you know, you can give us some bangers musically. But I'm really curious about what's going on with the female protagonist's arm. Presumably this is a new Belmont, so we're talking brand new Belmont. What's going on with her arm? I'm assuming that that has something to do with the curse, and maybe we're seeing a side of the curse where it directly impacts maybe this is where Simon's quest and the curse on Simon actually starts to take hold of this female protagonist. So who knows? We'll find out more in the coming months. I can't believe that we're getting a new Castlevania in 2026. This is just bananas to me. And the fact that we're getting more than one game, let's talk about that. So they announced, first off, they redid their website, they redid their Twitter, and they put out some new information, a little teaser trailer on their website as well, which is, man, that got my blood pumping. Watching that as well, just super exciting, really pumped and stoked. And I gotta say, I'm wondering where we go from here. Are we talking full-on 3D revival? Are we talking, new 2D game that's like less Metroidvania, more like just standard 2D? I'm still not convinced that this new game is not going to be a Metroidvania style game. That's what a majority of the fans want, and I'm sure that Konami knows that. But I gotta say, that 3D collection has gotta happen this year. It has to. We need to see a 3D collection, and more importantly, Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth needs to come out. Needs to come out. The fact that it is not out is a sacrilege. It's just ridiculous at this point that we do not have the Rebirth games on a physical collection, re-released, or just digitally or whatever for modern platforms. Literally, M2 made these games. M2's been doing all these ports. It's like, I don't know how this has not happened yet. The 3D collection, my prediction on this is that they're going to release a new 3D collection. M2 basically isn't working on anything Castlevania that we know of, so it's a perfect opportunity for them to do another remade game. And my thought process, and this is my hopes and dreams, is we get a 3D collection with Castlevania 64, Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. We get the Lament of Innocence game and Curse of Darkness. That would be friggin' amazing. On top of that, they're going to re-release Legends. Let's just say that they do that. They add Legends into the mix just so it actually is on something that's not just a Game Boy or the Nintendo Switch Online service. So they add in Legends, and then they either remake Belmont's Revenge or they remake Legends. That's what's up. So that's what I'd like to see. Who knows if that'll happen? I don't know. But I am just so freaking happy right now. This year is going to be fantastic. And I've got some really special stuff planned for the 40th anniversary of Castlevania myself, including a week-long celebration the week of. And there's going to be ways that you can contribute as well if you're a content creator, Twitch streamer, YouTuber, or anything like that. As long as you're comfortable showing your face on camera, stay tuned for more details because I'm going to be unveiling that in the near future in the coming months. I have a Castlevania The Adventure Castlevania The Adventure retrospective, the ultimate retrospective, coming very soon, believe it or not. It's going to be over 35 minutes long, well over 35 minutes, and it's going to cover literally everything Castlevania The Adventure. Trust me, you do not want to miss this video. So come back very soon when that debuts. Keep an eye out on the channel. Subscribe if you want more Castlevania news. If you are new to my channel, I am the Castlevania guy to an annoying point. And I love Castlevania. It's a major passion for me, and I hope that you will want to check out more of my content. There's a whole playlist of Castlevania and Bloodstained content, so if you're new to this channel, check it out down below. As always, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. We'll have more information for the brand new Castlevania game when it comes out. Cheers.